Have you ever felt like life was just happening to you, like you were just a helpless bystander with no control over your own destiny? Well, if so, you may have an external locus of control. But what is that? And how can we learn more about it? Keep watching to find out. Hello, and welcome back to our channel, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Today we will be discussing Locus of Control, Who's Really in Charge, by Julian Rotter. This psychologist proposed a concept that can help us understand why some people seem to be able to achieve their goals, while others struggle to make any progress. He also developed a scale to measure our locus of control, which he called the ICS. Now, before we dive into the details, let me tell you that this book is not your typical self-help book. It's not full of quick fixes or empty promises. It's a deep dive into the psychology of motivation and behavior that will change the way you think about achieving your goals. So grab a pen and paper and let's explore this book together. Chapter 1, An Approach to Understanding Behavior. In the first chapter, Rotter introduces his theory of locus of control. According to Rotter, our behavior is largely influenced by our beliefs about whether or not we can control the events in our lives. Those who believe they are in control of their lives have an internal locus of control, while those who feel like they are at the mercy of external forces have an external locus of control. Rotter argues that our locus of control is a key determinant of our behavior because it affects how we perceive and interact with the world around us. Those with an internal locus of control tend to take personal responsibility for their actions and the outcomes they face. They see themselves as the masters of their own destiny and are more likely to set and pursue ambitious goals. On the other hand, those with an external locus of control are more likely to blame external factors such as bad luck or other people for their failures. They often feel powerless to change their circumstances and are less likely to take risks or pursue long-term goals. Chapter 2. Some Determinants of Freedom of Choice and its Correlates. In the second chapter, Rotter discusses the factors that influence our locus of control. He argues that our early childhood experiences, particularly our interactions with parents and other caregivers, play a significant role in shaping our beliefs about control. For example, if our parents are responsive to our needs and praise our efforts, we are more likely to develop an internal locus of control. Conversely, if our parents are neglectful or overly controlling, we are more likely to develop an external locus of control. Rotter also notes that our locus of control can change over time as we encounter new experiences and feedback from others. However, he argues that once our locus of control is established, it becomes a stable part of our personality and influences our behavior across a wide range of situations. Chapter 3. A Scale for Measuring Locus of Control. In the third chapter, Rotter describes the development of his famous ICS, or the Index of Control. The ICS is a 29-item questionnaire that measures our locus of control by assessing the extent to which we believe that we can control the events in our lives. The items on the ICS are statements, and we are asked to indicate the extent to which we agree or disagree with each item. For example, one item might be, I can usually change things to my advantage, while another might be, sometimes I feel helpless. By summing up our responses to all the items, we can calculate our locus of control score. Those with high internal control scores tend to have an internal locus of control, while those with low internal control scores tend to have an external locus of control. Chapter 4. Some relations of the concept of locus of control to social psychological research. In the fourth chapter, Rotter discusses the implications of his theory of locus of control for understanding various social psychological phenomena, including obedience to authority, compliance with peer pressure, and the effectiveness of different motivational techniques. For example, he argues that individuals with an external locus of control are more likely to obey authority figures even when they are giving unethical or immoral orders. They are also more likely to conform to the opinions of others, even when they disagree. Chapter 5. Internal versus external control of reinforcement. In the fifth chapter, Rotter delves deeper into the concept of reinforcement and how it relates to our locus of control. He argues that our beliefs about whether or not we can control the reinforcers in our environment also influence our behavior. For example, if we believe that we can earn money through hard work and talent, we are more likely to pursue a career that requires these qualities. Conversely, if we believe that success is largely due to luck or connections, we may be less motivated to pursue certain types of careers. Rotter also discusses the role of expectancies in shaping our behavior. Expectancies are our beliefs about the likelihood that our actions will lead to a particular outcome. For example, if we believe that we are unlikely to succeed even if we work hard, we may be less motivated to put in the effort required to achieve our goals. Chapter 6. Freedom of choice and emotional control. In the sixth chapter, Rotter discusses the relationship between our locus of control and our ability to regulate our emotions. He argues that individuals with an internal locus of control are better able to manage their emotions and maintain a positive outlook in the face of adversity. This is because they are more likely to see setbacks as temporary and controllable, whereas those with an external locus of control are more likely to see them as permanent and unchangeable. As a result, people with an internal locus of control are more resilient and better able to bounce back from negative experiences. Chapter 7. Applications of the concept of locus of control. In the final chapter, Rotter discusses the practical applications of his theory of locus of control. He suggests that interventions aimed at increasing people's sense of control over their lives can be effective in improving their behavior and well-being. For example, he notes that providing people with choices and opportunities to make decisions can help them develop an internal locus of control. Similarly, offering positive feedback and recognition for desired behaviors can reinforce the belief that they are in control of their actions and outcomes. Overall, this book provides a fascinating exploration of the psychology of control and motivation. And if you want to become a member of our community and enjoy books like this one, then you can check out the link below. We upload new summaries every week. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so now and stay tuned for more content. Let's now discuss some key takeaways from the book. First, our beliefs about whether or not we can control the events in our lives are a major influence on our behavior. Those who believe they are in control or have an internal locus of control tend to be more successful in achieving their goals and maintaining a positive outlook. Second, our locus of control can change over time as we gain new experiences and feedback from others. While our early childhood experiences are influential in shaping our locus of control, we have the ability to modify it through our interactions with the world around us. Third, we can use our knowledge of locus of control to improve our own lives and the lives of others. By providing people with opportunities to exercise control and make decisions, we can help them develop an internal locus of control and achieve their goals. Now let's look at some ways that you can apply the lessons from this book to your own life. First, take the ICS quiz to assess your locus of control. By understanding your current locus of control, you can identify areas where you may need to make changes to achieve your goals. Second, start thinking about the events in your life in terms of control and non-control. This can help you develop a more realistic and balanced perspective on the factors that influence your outcomes. Third, focus on the things you can control and take action to improve your situation. Rather than worrying about the things you cannot control, take proactive steps towards creating the life you want. Finally, be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. Developing a more internal locus of control takes time and effort, but the benefits are well worth it. In conclusion, Julian Rotter's work on locus of control has had a significant impact on our understanding of human motivation and behavior. His theory suggests that our beliefs about whether or not we are in control of our lives are a major influence on our actions and outcomes. By understanding our locus of control and taking steps to cultivate an internal locus of control, we can empower ourselves to achieve our goals and live a more fulfilling life. If you found this summary helpful, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so now and stay tuned for more content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy learning.